Hi there, it's me, Nick, from Chamadonna, your old favorite. Just kidding. I just wanted to record something, I guess like a mini episode, whatever. Um, it's just been busy lately. I've been slightly emotional, going through a lot, trying to figure out job, life, love, or lack thereof, etc. So so I took a break, and I'm still taking a break. I am gearing up new people for future episodes. It's just I haven't recorded anything, and so yeah. But I didn't want to end season one without I guess, a final wrap up, if you will. I just wanted to take time to say thank you to everyone who has been on the podcast, who has listened to the podcast, who supported the podcast, and not only the show, but me. Um, it's been very therapeutic. It's been very educational. It's been fun. I've talked to really a lot of amazing people and started this in August, and here we are. So I just kind of kept going, and my brain thought, well, I'll do it like for a year, and that'll be the season. And there's no fucking formula, so you just do it how you see fit. I mean, it's my own podcast, so who cares, right? Um, you'll love me anyway. Just kidding. I love all of you. I think everyone is amazing, and I can't wait to see what's in store. I'm attempting to have some feather in my cap guests on the show. There are things in the works, but nothing cemented yet. I don't know. So I thought that I would do an interesting thing, I guess, in this episode, and just I have this card game, and it's called Burning Questions, and they're just cards to answer, and it's just sort of a get to know you thing, but also it's why not do it on here? So I'm just gonna pull randomly, and then we'll see. Um, what a question already. Question: if you had to get back with an ex, who would you choose? Um, I would not. I've always said that you should go forward and never backwards. They're your ex for a reason. I've never quite understood people getting back together with exes. I think a lot of it is very you're into nostalgia, you're mournful for a time which can never be recaptured, and it won't be that way again. People change, your ex, yourself, everybody. So the situation will be completely different, because if time goes by and then you decide to get back together, both of you have grown, both of you have changed into different people. I don't know. I just think it's silly to go back there. And there are some exes, yeah, that I still have feelings for, and there's just mainly the big one, which I've learned and I've grown, and I've learned to accept that there's no bad guy. So yeah, I would not get back together with an ex. Question: is what you're doing now what you always wanted to do growing up? No. Um, yeah. Uh, it's had moments and smatterings of yes, like, I'm still creative. I still attempt to be artistic. I'm using my voice, and I'm independent. I'm my own self. But as far as employment, no. And I know that's not necessarily what the question meant, but I do miss working in film. I miss having a job that I can actually hold my head up high and be proud of. I don't like telling people what I do now, because I hate it. So I'm just on this search for figuring out where to go next, and I keep hitting dead ends. So, yeah, no, because I guess I thought growing up that by now I'd be, married, possibly have children, have a career, a house, etc. That whole stuff that they feed you. And I know that everything's not always supposed to be like that, and that's just, somebody else's version of I guess success and fulfillment. And right now I would just like a guy that is into me, that's stable. Forgot to turn my volume off. um, Somebody who can support me and I can support them, somebody who's genuine, and somebody in between boring and the bad guy, because I tend to go after a lot of the wrong people. Anyway, next question. Presented with the opportunity to be immortal, would you take it? I think I would, but I would like to be immortal and not age, so maybe either start that now, or, if there were a deal where you could, you know, push back the clock a little bit too with that immortality. Um, I don't know. And everybody's like, oh, you'd have to live forever and it'd be lonely. I'm like, well, I've always been good at meeting people and meeting new people. And I mean, who's to say that you couldn't have some of your favorite people be immortal with you? And I'm talking about friends. Uh, I definitely don't think there's anybody that I've ever been intimate or dated that I would want to be immortal with. I don't want an interview with a vampire type of situation. So yeah, I mean, I think I would. I mean, it would probably be a mistake, but it's not like I haven't made mistakes before. Hee hee. Um, Question: if a genie granted you three wishes right now, what would you wish for? I would wish for definitely a job where I can make good money, make a good living, be creative and artistic. So, probably working back in film. One that I can actually be proud to have and not, feel degraded and have it be demeaning. Um, I mean, of course, I'd wish for love. Uh, and it's funny because it's like, there are people that you get into and you're like, oh, well, I wish that they would, be as into me as I'm into them, yada yada. But that's probably always a mistake because it's like, be careful what you wish for. You actually just might get it. Um, I don't know. And then, I don't know, I think I just would like to be happy, whatever that means. And I don't really know how to be happy or what it would take. Um, that's the ongoing struggle. These burning questions are quite, I'm getting deep here. But that's the whole point, right? That's the whole point of the show, is getting past all the bullshit and actually being real. And I think it's a waste of time to sugarcoat it. Question: what is your favorite hobby? Um, I don't really. I need hobbies again. I miss writing. I miss drawing and making music and painting. But I always really felt that that was more career aspirations, I guess, than just a hobby. I did do some photography for a minute. I do like being behind the camera. I don't know. I tried improv classes. I've tried all these different things, and I sometimes life gets in the way and you get stuck. But I guess I don't know. Maybe reading books. That's probably my favorite hobby because you can learn and you can be inspired, and then depending on the book, you can use it as some form of escapism, because isn't that what we all need, especially in this crazy world? Question: what would your best friend say is your best quality? It's funny because I think I played this. Well, I did. I played this with some friends, and two of my really good friends, I mean, best friends. I don't like putting placement on friends and importance, but like all my close friends are my best friends, so that's basically how I feel about it. But I'm just trying to remember what they said, because I think they got this question. Um, Probably, I would hope that, or at least I would like to think that it would be my ability to be genuine. I do have a habit of having my heart on my sleeve, and actually have a heart tattoo on my wrist. So literally, um, I don't know. I'm very caring, even when I shouldn't. But of course, true Aquarian, if you piss me off or somebody that I love, then I can hold a grudge like nobody's business. But maybe being genuine, but they might say something different. I'll have to ask them later. I'll take a poll amongst the friends. I can't say take a poll without thinking about truth or dare. And for those of you in the know, you know what I'm talking about. Um, Question: would you change your name, and what to? Um, no, I like it, and I've become obsessed with like monograms, and I love a big letter N. Like I feel like I'm turning into Laverne from Laverne and Shirley. Like if I could just have an N on all my clothes, that would be fine. Um, like I have a lot of Christmas ornaments that are just an N. I have an N on my bedroom door. I have coffee mugs with N's. All that. Um, but when I was growing up, I remember I wanted to be named Christopher. So that was something that I liked. But I've seen different spellings of my name, like Nicholas, but like with, I think, an AUS and like a K, like Niklaus, which I think is kind of fun, but I don't know. I don't really want to change it. I'm so used to it by now after all these years. And I'm fine with almost any version of the name. I mean, I like Nick or Nicholas, and some people call me Nicky too, because it just, it happens. Um, and I'm kind of used to that. And it's much better than Nick at Night, which is so not original or Nickelodeon. Um, Question. I don't know if I can answer this. Um, who is the one person you constantly creep on social media? I shan't say. I mean, I should say, but no, it's just this dude that I'm really into that I shouldn't be, and um, I know what time it is, and I know what the situation is, but I still um, just kind of check in. I mean, he's a little flaky and definitely not very responsive. And what makes it harder is that knowing that he is attracted to me and that we have actually had the sex and it was incredible, but I would like more of the sex. And I know it's a friend with benefits situation, so it's not anything different, but I still sometimes, yeah, well, I think when you don't hear from somebody, you at least want to check in, even if they're not responding to you. So we're gonna switch questions before I sound like a psychotic person. Question: what topic are you tired of hearing about? I'm tired of hearing about Trump, and I wish he would go away. I wish that he would get convicted for all his crimes, all the many, many, many I just, yeah, I am afraid for the election. I hope that he goes away forever or at least rots in a prison. So definitely that. Um, yeah, that's what I feel about that. Um, oh God. Question. When I'm drunk, I like to eat. I don't think that's a question. I just think it's when I'm drunk, I like to eat. Um, I don't know. I like pizza. I like sometimes just random street food that they have outside uh, the bars. Like I did that the other night. Um, Let me see. I know I should be picking these at random, but oh, here we go. Question: who is your hero? I mean, I want to say the obvious answer is Madonna, but there's so many heroes like Carrie Fisher, um, Elvira, Lucille Ball. Notice not a lot of them are men. I mean, I'm sure there are some men that. I mean, Martin Luther King definitely, James Baldwin. Um, yeah, but also I think my my hero is anybody that can put up with me for any length of time and that sticks around. So that's heroic because I'm a lot sometimes. Um, oh well, this is fun. Question: who would you kiss in this room? Well, considering I'm by myself, I guess me. I know who I'd like to kiss. Just say that. Question: do you have a hidden talent? I do. Well, I mean, not hidden, I guess. I can play piano by ear, although I'm kind of rusty and haven't played in a while. I did kind of relearn how to play piano during the pandemic because I wanted to impress a guy, and it didn't work. So, but yeah, probably that. I don't know. Oh, I can also like those the wine glasses or the crystal goblets, what have you. Um, Doing the thing where you run your finger on the rim and then you make the high pitched sounds or whatever. I mean, I can't play it like Gracie Lou Freebush and Miss Congeniality, but I can do that pretty well. I remember my ex used to do that while he was on the phone, and it would piss him off because I was trying to get him off the phone. Question: what is your go-to karaoke song? Just one? Um, I do Rehab by Amy Winehouse, Kings of Leon, Use Somebody, Come Together by the Beatles, whatchamacallit, Poor Unfortunate Souls from The Little Mermaid. You Ought to Know, Alanis Morissette. I don't know, there are a bunch, but I mean, those are like probably the most done. I don't do a lot of Madonna songs because like I feel like my voice isn't quite, there. So I don't know. Sometimes I do. I mean, sometimes I'll do music, which is fun, but I need a cordless mic for that. Um, Question: what do you consider your best physical feature? My eyes, I think. Although they're they're very expressive. Like I remember I went out on a blind date with this guy. We went and saw Drowning Mona, which will tell you how long it's been. And I think he complained about me wearing my sunglasses. Like, I mean, not inside the movie theater, but like afterwards. And I think a lot of people can tell my mood or what I'm thinking, and they're very expressive. I had one guy once tell me at a bar that he had seen me a bunch out and about, and he said that he was very intimidated by me. And I said, "Well, good, it's working." So, question: do you consider yourself An extrovert or an introvert? Yes, I am an ambivert. I do love being social and around people, and I also love being alone and shutting the world out. It just depends, because sometimes your battery needs to be recharged. I think I learned during the pandemic too that especially the energy that you surround yourself with is very important. So I just have a very low tolerance for negative energy, and sometimes it's just too much. And when you work with the public and you're out all day and you're dealing with that and people's emotions, and I mean, I don't want to say that I'm an empath, because I've always believed that if somebody says they're an empath, then they're probably a sociopath. It's the wrong path. But yeah. And this will probably be the last question, because I'm not just going to sit here and rattle off all these answers to these questions unless everybody's loving this. Who knows? Um, so last question, and this is a good one. What is your worst habit? I definitely, I'm impatient a lot, so that's probably one of the worst. Um, but I mean, even probably more so, I don't know how to relax. And like when I get my nails done at the nail salon, like they tell me to relax. I'm like, I don't know how. Or if I get a massage, they tell me to relax. I'm like, I don't know how. And it's not that I'm always like tense, but I'm just always, I think, on guard. And I'm sure that has a lot to do with trauma and past childhood things. And that is the interesting thing lately. I have been very introspective about my relationships with men, and also just my feelings towards them. My father died when I was 2, so there's just a lot of abandonment issues. There's a lot of daddy issues. There's my life. I've pretty much picked the absolute wrong guys, and I think a lot of it's because I know the outcome and I know what to expect, and so I can't get really hurt. And just being emotional and vulnerable is always awkward for me. I feel like I have an easier time being sexual than emotional. So there are a lot of wonderful guys that I probably bypassed and shouldn't have, and then there are a lot of awful guys that I did date or gave the time of day. Like this guy that I'm currently into, I was about to say sleeping with, but we slept together once, and I'd like it to happen more times. But I get frustrated, but it's nothing to do with him, because I know the situation, and it's more to do with me and just how I am. And, like my friend Nancy always used to say that Tears for Fears Head Over Heels song was my song. And it's true. I do meet guys and I get really into them, and I like dive head first. And I mean, especially if they give me the time of day. But I have a habit of liking guys that give me the time of day and then they stop. And then it just makes me feel like I'm a crazy person. So I don't know. I'm a lot, so buyer beware. No, I mean, I don't know. I think everybody's a lot, but I think everybody doesn't always show everything. And I've always just been like, here it is. Like, I even wrote a song once called Broken Halo, and it was about the whole concept of everything's on the table. This is me. This is all my idiosyncrasies and all the good, the bad, whatever. And can you dig it? And if not, then, there's the door. Yeah, so that's always just kind of been me. And yeah, that's the long answer of my worst habit is impatience, and yeah. So anyway, um, so those are some fun questions. All that to say that I love you all and I appreciate you all, and I am working on. I think I'm recording an episode next weekend, so I don't know how long my hiatus will be, but I mean, not too much longer, I don't think. But I just wanted to put something out there because it's been almost, God, 2 months maybe? I don't know. Time flies. But I appreciate the continued support, and I look forward to the next episodes, and I feel like it's just going to get more in depth, and, just going to have more, I guess, variety of people, and hopefully some bigger guests, which I'm working on, so we'll see. It's not Madonna, because I don't think she would do it, but that would be lovely. So anyway, I'm going to end this rambling. I hope you've enjoyed these burning questions, because it's, I feel like I'm on fire now. It's just, yeah, I don't know, puns aren't always great. I probably do better with a guest, because then I can bounce things off of them. So I can just sit here and talk to myself, I suppose. Anyway, thank you all. I will be back very soon. I love you. I appreciate you. Go out and find things to inspire you. Have conversations with people that won't always be easy, and talk about things that are real, and see what you can learn from them. Right? Peace out.